Thank you so much for chatting with me today, Ava. Your new single here, Happy for You, is out now. I'm super excited because it's so catchy. How would you describe your sound, though?
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad that it's out. How would I describe my sound? I guess I'd probably say it's like some type of mix of pop and then country, maybe a little bit of indie. I think Happy for You is pretty pure pop though, but definitely for my older stuff.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Okay, well, my favorite artist right now, it changes like every day, but my favorite artist right now is probably like Dua Lipa. She's like such an inspiration to me because she's like an amazing singer and really good songwriter. Um, and then also I'm like a big Olivia Rodrigo fan, like everyone else. So, and then I guess one more would be Charlie Puth. So yeah.
All great selections, and I can feel your connection to them as well in the music that you make. Was there
Oh,
something
thank you.
about Happy for You that you connected with? Is something that you really took inspiration from?
Well, I wrote Happy for You when I was going through this experience where my crush liked somebody else. So naturally, to kind of like let out my emotions, I just sat down at a piano and I started improvising a melody and writing kind of like a poem of how I was feeling. And that was the inspiration for the song. And it was actually like a combination of two or three songs that I had written over the course of like a week and a half or something. And then I just combined all of them because they were all about the same thing. And when I had that realization, that was how the song came to be.
It's super catchy and so much fun. What kind of fan reaction have you been receiving to it so far?
I think fans really like it. I've released this like short 1 minute version of it, like just when I had written it early on Instagram, and I immediately got like a really positive feedback from all my fans. And that was kind of the catalyst to be like, okay, I have to get this out as soon as possible because so many people are asking for it. I was getting like DMs being like, I need to cry to this song, like send it to me. So that kind of like made the process more rapid. But people seem to be really liking it, and I think it's like a relatable topic, which is sad, but it's true. So I'm glad people are connecting with it. It's really great.
When it comes to songwriting, do you need music before you can come up with lyrics, or does the storyline kind of find you and then you work from there?
I typically have like an idea for a song before I actually sit down to write it. I'll usually actually start with like the title to just kind of get a very vague summary of what the song's about. And then once I have like that inspiration for a song, like once like something has happened to me where I'm inspired to write my music, then I'll usually like sit down at a piano and then like come up with a few chords, improvise a melody, and then write some lyrics and then go back to the melody and just kind of switch back and forth. But a lot of my earlier stuff, the lyrics and the melody actually kind of came at the same time without it being as like programmed maybe or like organized as I do now since I'm more experienced. But I find that my best songs usually come just kind of like all at once and pretty quickly. And that's how I know that like it's really a genuine song and it comes to me more naturally.
How much of a hand then do you tend to have when it comes to the production side of the music you make then?
Typically, like once I have a song written, I'll seek out a producer, one that I've already worked with, or a new one who's a producer of some type of song that I like. And I'll reach out to them, and I usually go to their studio and I'll record the song with them. And although I'm not like a producer yet, although I'd like to get there eventually, I definitely feel like I have a lot of input when it comes to the type of sound that I'm looking for, or like making edits. And I give little um, I don't know, I guess like comments and tips about what type of buildup I want. So I think I'm very vocal about my opinions for the production, but I'm not quite there yet.
Okay, this is such a great teaser then. I have to ask, I mean, this song is such a great teaser for what's to come from you. Will there be a full EP or an album coming here in the near future? My fingers are crossed.
Yeah, you guessed it. So Happy for You is the first song on an EP that I'm going to be releasing, one single at a time, and eventually they'll all come together into one EP. And I'm going to be kind of pushing each song out like every month or so. So that's something to look forward to for me and for everyone else.
I loved your recent acoustic performance of Happy for You. Will there be a tour coming to accompany your EP, or are you focused right now on just releasing those singles?
Kind of both. So I'm hoping to start like an official tour over the summer. For now, I'm kind of just like taking performances here and there. I'm finishing up my senior year of high school. But once that's done, I'm hoping to do like touring regularly and actually like go on a bus and do the whole thing. But yeah, right now until the summer comes, I'm just focusing on releasing music, which I'm super excited for.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask if there was any more Broadway hopeful, uh, looking forward to anything Broadway in the near future as well. Are there any roles you would love to do or anything upcoming you can tease? Or right now, we're focused on our EP and then we'll worry about, stepping back on stage from there.
Well, I'm hoping to get back into auditioning for Broadway, and there's possibly some like film opportunities coming up, but nothing to say right now. But I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
that's
try not
very
to hyperventilate because I'm super excited.
thank
There's
you.
so many great Broadway shows out right now. Is there anything you would love to be a part of? Something you would really want to go out for, or at least one that you are obsessed with watching right now?
Huh. That's difficult because to be honest, I've been like so focused on my music, I've kind of lost track of like what exactly is on Broadway right now. I recently saw Six, which was a really good like female empowerment show, and I kind of loved that. So of course, like if I auditioned for that and I got that, that would be a great show to be in. But yeah, besides that, nothing like specifically in mind. But I think like I always have kind of been obsessed with Dear Evan Hansen and Mean Girls. So I had always wanted to be on those shows. Those are still like my two favorites.
Right, I'm getting a Gretchen vibe, but I'm not gonna
Oh,
I'm not gonna rule you out from any of the
the
other
hair
roles
on your
because I don't want.
head.
Yeah, I'm not gonna limit you to anything. You can be anything. Please don't just go because of my suggestion. Who would
Are
you
you
love
a
to?
big Broadway fan?
I am actually. I was really excited when I got to chat with you because of the wonderful work you've done, and at least getting to talk with you about your love of Broadway as well.
Yeah, well, I love a good Broadway fan, so we're all a community.
I'm seeing. I would love for you to work on Waitress as well. Those are my two.
Yeah,
I'd love to see you
Waitress
in.
is super cool. Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Is there anyone you'd love to collaborate with on a song in the future, whether it be a Broadway or a regular artist that you'd love to step on and to collaborate?
Well, I've always wanted to collaborate for songwriting with Alec Benjamin. I don't know if you know his music, but he's like such a good lyricist, and I like really appreciate that, especially since like a lot of pop music, it's not really like about anything, which is fine because like there's the melody and stuff and production. But I've always appreciated that Alec Benjamin like loves to tell a story in his music, so that would be like really really cool to collaborate with him one day. So yeah.
You're a part of social media. Why is that such an important way for you to stay in touch and connect with your fans?
Well, social media is like obviously a really effective way to and quick way to like reach out to fans and also kind of spread tour dates and like update people on what I'm up like what I'm doing with my music. So like I don't know, even though social media kind of has to be like balanced with real life for the music industry, it's obviously like extremely helpful. And especially over the pandemic, like I got DMs all the time from people just like saying how they really appreciated my music, which was so meaningful to me. Especially my song Optimist, which is it's like about positivity during a dark time. And I think that was like really important for people and something that like my fans had to hear, especially during like the pandemic when everyone was stuck at home. So in that way, social media was like a really great way to connect with them.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the wonderful music that you make?
Just like thank you so much. I'm so thankful every day that like people are actually connecting with my music and people like appreciate what I do because like I take it very seriously, but at the end of the day, like I'm just doing it for fun, and I really love making music and telling a story, and it's great that people relate to that story. So